What's up, everyone? It's your girl Shay here. Welcome to my channel if you are new. Welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. And as you can see by the title of today's video, I'm actually going to be doing another K-drama review. And this review is going to be on the K-drama Marry My Husband. So where you actually can watch this drama is on Amazon Prime. That's exactly where I watched it. And so first of all, I am going to give you guys a summary on what Marry My Husband is about. And just to preface this, there will be no spoilers for this review. So if you haven't seen the show, don't worry, this review is going to be spoiler free. As far as the summary goes, here's the summary of it. When a woman witnesses the affair between her best friend and her husband and is murdered by them, she goes back in time to change her future and seek revenge. Now, this show is also about 16 episodes long, and each episode is probably about an hour long to like a little bit over an hour. So a really good chunk of an episode, basically. As far as what my rating for the show was, I did rate it like 4 to like 4.5 stars. I'm gonna give it 4 stars. That's what I pretty much gave the show. As far as how the show overall made me feel, I thought it made me feel like at times it actually made me feel really sad. I'm not gonna lie, the very first like few episodes, I actually almost started crying because they were extremely emotional because you were learning about the main character, the main female lead, and basically about her life. As far as what did I like about the show, I love the majority of the show. I love how it kind of kept you on your toes. I also liked how you started to see how the main female character started to change. So when you first meet her in the very first episode, you learn that she is sick. She's actually suffering from a form of cancer, and basically, as I said in the synopsis, she catches her best friend and her husband together. They're having an affair, and they actually end up murdering her. So when you first meet her, you start to learn that she's a little bit of a pushover. She kind of settled a little bit for the life that she currently has. You learn more about her, her husband's family and how they kind of treated her, and basically how she was just kind of walked all over. She never really fought for anything. She just was there. And throughout the course of the series, you see her start to grow a lot stronger because, as in the synopsis, she's traveled back in time and she's trying to change her fate. So she's trying to see where exactly she went wrong and then basically change it. And just like the thing is to someone else to marry her husband, pretty much. And that's pretty much what I liked about the series. It also has a lot of romance in it as well. So you start to see some romantic interest happening here and there. And then you also see the consequences of her actions. So you also see the consequences and how things start to change because she's trying to change everything. So kind of like the typical like time travel sort of a situation, right? As far as what I disliked about the show was probably more so the latter half of the show, and this is just my personal opinion. I thought during the latter half, it's not like it got really crazy or anything, but other characters was kind of introduced that to me kind of, I don't know, kind of made it a little bit less lackluster or took away from the original overall arching theme of the entire drama. That's just me. It became more of like another weird plot. I don't know. This is just me, but I just felt like the latter half kind of lacked a little bit more when they brought in a brand new character, but it still definitely had that like oomph of me like wanting her to win and wanting her to get the life that she ultimately deserves, as well as wanting for the other people in her life that she met along the way or ended up becoming friends with that she wasn't friends before within her previous life. It also made me want to see them win and also succeed as well. So I wasn't like harping on just wanting her to succeed. But overall, yeah, I just disliked this one character that they introduced because it kind of made it like a weird plot. But overall, it still felt really good. As far as some fun facts about the show. So, fun fact about the show, Boa is actually in it. She actually comes in at the latter half of the series. I will let you guys watch the show to figure out what character she is playing. And if you're a fan of BTS, I know I am ARMY. I'm a part of the BTS fandom. and BTS songs are actually played during the show. It's not really a spoiler because there were like postings about it on Twitter, especially I'm on the ARMY side of Twitter. People were posting about this even from the jump when it first started airing. So this isn't really a spoiler. I'm not telling you what was happening during that scene, but it is involving their music. And I thought that was a great little plug or tie-in. I thought it was a great little it made my little ARMY heart extremely happy. So I enjoyed watching that. As far as like who I recommend this show for, I recommend this show for anyone who is a fan of time travel shows and anyone who's a fan of like the romance trope as well, and also a little bit of like mystery, as well as some like kind of like heart-jerking moments as well. It had a lot of those. And what I mean about mystery is because of the fact that she doesn't know what's going to happen next as she starts to change her fate. And you yourself as the watcher are like, okay, well, what's going to happen to this person? Because as she's changing her fate, certain parts of her fate are being transferred to other people. And then you see how she tries to correct it, because while she's like trying to save herself, she's also looking out for those around her. And that was one thing that, going back to one thing that I also liked, is I liked how she still had that humility about herself, and she didn't turn into like this villain where like towards the end you just did not care about her because she changed from beginning to end. But she still kept how like human she was and how compassionate she was towards those around her, because you saw her heart open up to her other coworkers, and she ended up rallying a great group of people around her, and people that she never had befriended before in her previous life. So that's what I mean too about the whole mystery of it all, is that as you know, as you change something, that changes things for everybody else as well. So it was interesting and fun trying to figure out like, okay, well, this got passed on to somebody else. Oh my God, how are they going to resolve this? And that, it made it super exciting as well. Love the romance in it. She does have a little romance with a new character, another character that's introduced, and that character also has their own secrets, which also made it even more fun. So definitely highly recommend the show if you're someone that's kind of romance and time travel. And I'll be honest, I'm not usually the one for time travel. I usually just like romantic comedies for my K-dramas, or just dramas or romantic dramas, however you want to put it. So the time travel aspect for me was fairly new, but I also very much enjoyed it. I thought it was a great it made it for a great synopsis, because of the fact that it's kind of like one of those things of like, if you could go back in time and change things about your life, what would you change and how would you change it? That sort of a situation. How would you change like your personality and stuff like that? So yeah, highly recommend it for anybody who's a fan of those types of tropes or those types of shows. I feel like you will enjoy it. And even if you're someone who's usually not a fan of it, definitely recommend still checking it out anyway, because I promise you will absolutely love it. But yeah, that's the review that I have. Overall, I enjoyed this series a lot. I enjoyed watching it. Once again, you can catch it on Amazon Prime. That's exactly where I watched it. And yeah, I feel like you would enjoy it. Like I said, 16 episodes long, about an hour long for each episode, so it will keep you entertained. And happy watching. But yeah, that's the video I have for you guys. If you want to check out my social media accounts, I have an Instagram, a Twitter, and also a TikTok, so feel free to check those out. They'll be linked down below. As well, if you like this video, please subscribe if you haven't already. I'll come with a new video starting now, probably every Saturday, so I will have check out my other videos as they start to come out. Also, feel free to comment any videos that you would like me to record. I've seen a lot of people's comments about different videos for me to record, and I'm trying to figure out how I will do some of those. But for now, it'll just be a lot of reviews, a lot of discussions. Also, feel free to give me any discussion topics that you would like me to talk about as well. And yeah, like I always tell you guys, stay positive, stay nerdy, and stay safe. All right, you guys. Bye.